Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live. How is everyone doing? Hello. How is everyone doing? All right. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming over to my live. I had a headache, but I drank me some ginger ale, so I feel a little bit better. So I said, let me get on this live and come talk to my people. All right, guys. Y'all see the title. What really happened with Kai Frost and T Hood? So, there's a lot of stuff running wild out here on those Georgia streets and in these YouTube streets. So we're gonna get into that. Um, Also, guys, I do want to send my condolences to Dee from what's happening. Y'all know Roger's little sister, she passed away. So I do want to send my condolences to her as well. I love what's happening. I love what's happening. And I think the other one was what's happening, and it was another like spinoff from there. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of what it was. But she passed away today as well. So I do want to send a shout out to, a rest in, heavenly peace to her, a job well done. So yes, she passed away today. She was dealing with a lot of health issues. So she did pass away today at the age of 60. Also, guys, I do want to talk about love and hip hop today with Yandy and Mandisi. I do want to talk about that. I do have a clip I want us to kind of dig into. Also, I do want to talk about Hard and Hustle. I do want to go over a couple of the ladies and what's going on, with them and things like that. I do want to like give my take and my review on that show. I think it's a very good show. I am hooked. Yeah, I know that. I do want to touch on a little bit about Beyond the Gate, what's been going on with Beyond the Gates. I do want to talk about that. And then I do want to talk a little bit about the ending of Divorce Sisters. It looks like they only had 8 seasons. So I was kind of a little disappointed with that, with only 8 seasons. So hopefully we'll get a season 2. Okay. So I'm going to talk about that. Then we're going to have our Black History. Then we're going to talk about Portia. I forgot, sometime when we doing stuff and we try now, I'm just going to say allegedly trying to scheme on people. We don't forget the back part about stuff. Now, y'all know with Portia and Simon, they were only married for 15 months. And when you buy a house, the house has to build up equity in it. And even if Portia sells the house, there's no equity in the house. So we got to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Forgot about that on the back end, guys. So we're going to talk about that. So some people are talking about that as well. And then also, I want to talk about age gap. Is there a difference with age gap? If you are single and ready to mingle, or if you're not single or married or anything, do you guys have a problem with a age difference? What would be the lowest in age that you would go? If you're 50, would you date a 30-year-old? Would you date a 20-some-year-old? Would you date a 40-year-old? Or do you want to stay in your age range? So I just want to, it's a lot of topics going on about that. We also got Larissa Pippen out here on the prowl. She couldn't get Michael Jordan's son. So she found her another basketball player that they are going to be getting married in maybe I think the end of this year or next year. And somebody had put a picture out of her face. Okay. And she came on the internet to put that up. She said, that is not how my face looks. She wants to let you know she keeps, all her lips and tucks and fillers and plumpers and everything in order. She don't miss, she don't miss no appointments. So the people that put that out there about her face, she want to let you know that that ain't her hunt. But hey, do what you got to do. I do want to talk a little bit about Gladys Knight. I hope I can get to that where y'all know Gladys Knight is married, Gladys Knight and in the Pips. They said that her health is declining, um, her mental state, her cognitive is declining, and they said that her husband got her out here on the road doing shows and stuff like that, and they're calling it elder abuse. And they said that she is not very coherent to what's going on, but um, she's out here doing concerts and things like that. She knows all the words to the song, and they saying that they are calling Department of Human Services for for abuse. Excuse me, I shouldn't have said that, but for AB. So they think that the husband is making Gladys Knight go out here and do all these shows to get money and things like that. So Elder AB. Let me know if y'all heard that out here on these YouTube streets. So yes, that's a lot what's going on out here in the YouTube streets. There's other stuff going on too. But we're gonna get into that a little bit too. And then if y'all don't know who DoDash is, I might show y'all who she is. And I'm going to ask y'all personal opinion about this as well. DoDash is a YouTuber or a content creator that had some viral moments. She got really big. She was telling people to quit their 9 to 5, telling people to get on YouTube, quit your job, and all. Telling people to do that, and you can get on YouTube and make all this money. And some people did quit their job. And she was, I know a couple years ago, they were saying that she had a hair product that she was selling, and they said the hair product was okay. It was pretty good. And what happened was she allegedly scammed a lot of people out their money because they didn't get their orders. So now she was every day she would put her ad revenue, what she would make from YouTube. You know how it updates every day what you're making on YouTube. So she would put that up on there every day on YouTube and encouraging people to quit their job. And then she would, she started making money. She did. And people would listen to her and quit their job, but they weren't going viral and things like that. And then people would give her like cash apps, super chat, super stickers. And, she was going on, she was saying that that she didn't get along with her mother. Her mother didn't like her. She didn't have no family, she didn't get along with her family or anything like that. Now, I support her. I liked her channel, but I wasn't no fool to quit my jobs either. But so all of a sudden, when she got started making money, all of a sudden she started going to like Atlanta. She had sisters. All of a sudden, the sisters came from out of nowhere. Then she went over there. I guess she was back on. She had money. She started back talking to her mother and them and auntie them and all, and this and that. She started going on high price trips, buying, high price tennis shoes, going in all these different restaurants, spending a lot of money. She was at Disney. She was just doing everything. Now she is broke. That's what the word is on the code. She's coming back on the internet, saying she's about to get evicted. She's about to lose her car. She don't have money for this or that. So she's asking for cash apps and things like that to pay her rent, to pay her car note. So other content creators are making videos about her saying she's scamming. Allegedly. Not allegedly. That she's scamming people and saying that people should not have to give her their hard-earned money and that she's a scammer, allegedly. So she, started losing subscribers and things like that because people started making videos about her. So she's on the internet crying, talking about people talking about her, different things like that. So it's a mess. But She's not going to be, afraid to come on the internet here and ask people for money for her rent and her car note if she needed. I don't got a dog in the fight. If that's what you feel that you need to do, and people gonna send you the money, whatever. But other content creators are not having it. They coming on here blasting her, talking about that's wrong. People get on here and ask these people for their hard-earned money, and you go blow your money, and then you come on here and ask the people for their money. The same people that you told to quit their jobs, that people should be working 9 to 5. But I want to know what y'all think about that. Just want to know what y'all think about it. Deborah, we're talking about Dodash. Dodash, the one she had went viral. She was telling people to quit their 9 to 5 jobs, that people shouldn't work this, work all the time like that and have no time for pleasure and things like that. So now she's coming, she's been on here for about a week or two now, saying that she don't have the money for rent, that people can send her cash apps or whatever, and she didn't have the money for the car note. So I just watched a video of hers a minute ago, because I still try to support her. I try to have my own judgment about people. Sometimes people fall short, and things like that. But now she's saying that if she don't have her rent money by the 15th, she will be evicted. That's what she's saying. But the content creator was like, well, when you had a good ad revenue, why didn't you put some of that money up? So they helped her last week. She said she needed $1,000 for her car note. So they were sending her cash app. She got the $1,000. Now she is saying that she don't have the money for rent. She's not going to have it all by the 15th, and she's on here crying and and things like that. And y'all know I'm a softie, but I can't. If I had, I would send her a donation, but I don't. So she's on here crying now, telling me she don't have a rent and all this and that. And people said that she's been doing this before, that she scams people, and then once people stop watching her, she'll get a batch of new people, and they don't know the scams that she's been pulling. So to make a long story short, somebody was watching her YouTube channel, and they took up a donation at their church for her to give her the $1,000 for her rent. And so now people are saying the new thing is people are quitting their jobs because they don't want to work, and they come on YouTube begging viewers for money for their bills and stuff. Now, if I can get out here and work a 9 to 5 job and still do YouTube, you can too. So they're saying that these people, that's their new hustle now, to come on YouTube and ask people, let people know All right, can y'all hear me? Let me know. I do apologize. My thing dropped. All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, TNT Gma. Hello, Yolanda. Okay. People are sending her money. People are going to their churches. They went. Well, one lady went to her church. She collected money for her, and the church they got the $1,000 up for her. For they did a donation at one of her subscribers' church for her, and they was able to collect $1,000 because people at the church did a donation, so she was able to get the money. Yeah, so she was able to get the money, y'all. And I think that's wrong. I do think that's wrong. You can't come on here every month asking people for your rent money, your car note money. It's a lot, y'all. If y'all don't know her name is Dodash. Y'all have to watch it from the beginning. And at first, I was really supporting her. I would support her channel and everything like that. But then when she kept on telling people to quit their jobs and stuff to get on YouTube, and I'm saying to myself, you're not going, these people are not going to make enough money to pay their bills just like that. YouTube AdSense don't work like that. And I'm like, why is she telling these people that? I said, okay, none of these people are going to do this. You know how some people do clickbait and stuff. I said, I know these people are not going to believe this lady. In my head, I'm like, okay, she just doing clickbait, whatever, just to be talking about something. But there were actually people quitting their jobs because she was showing AdSense all the time, and she was making like sometime her AdSense would be like $3,000, then the next day it'll be next couple of days it'll be 4,000, 5,000. So people were actually quitting their job, and then there were people coming on the internet saying, "Dodash, I quit my job. My AdSense is not this." Blah. They were getting really angry with her. But yeah. All right, guys. Let me put up my banners here. Let me put up my banners here. Give me 1 second. All right. Make sure I got that up there. Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, fair use, fair use. Also, I do not own the rights to this. Also, all things said on this channel are for entertainment purposes only. I do not own the rights to any clips or any music. Fair use, fair use, fair use. All things said are alleged, and in my very own opinion, is for entertainment purposes only. Fair use, fair use, fair use. All right, guys. Let me say hi to all of y'all because y'all took your time out to come over here. Let's see. Hello, Sonia. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Linda. Hello, TNT Gma. Hello, Yolanda. Hello, Proud Mimi. Let's see who else is in here. And then, as you guys come in, please hit the thumbs up button, please, and thank you. Please follow me on my other platforms, which are Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Drop the T. Also, please like the video, please comment on the video, and please share the video. And guys, please make sure you're watching the ad. That really helps me. Really helps me. So please make sure you guys are watching the ads, please, and thank you. Also, if you would like to support the channel, you know how to do so. Thank you. And thank you very much, guys, for coming over. Because, you guys don't have to come over here and give us your time. And for people to, ask for they rent, they car note, it be some of the stuff people, it amazes me. And that's why I say, if y'all want to support the channel by Cash App or Super Chatter, Super Sticker, or gift membership, y'all can do that if y'all want to. I'm not coming on here and saying, oh, guys, I don't have the money for my mortgage. I don't have the money for my insurance. But I know we all fall short sometimes. I do know that we all fall short sometimes. We can be up today and down tomorrow. I know that, and I do know that. But the things that she was doing, guys, that's what got me. And she was telling some folks to quit. She was telling people to quit their job, and people were actually doing it. That's what kind of made me. I still stayed subscribed to her channel. I just stopped looking at a lot of her content because of those things. I didn't unsubscribe to her channel. I didn't do that, but I kind of fell back from her channel, and then people start showing her other channel that she had, and she looked like a totally different person. And then people were saying they bought hair products from her, and they never received them. Never received them. And I didn't like that either. If we're gonna help support one another, sister to sister, if I give you my hard-earned money, sis, I want to receive my product. you know. And people were on there complaining about they never got their products and things like that. So that was another thing as well that kind of got me with that. Um, but there's a lot of different ways that people are coming on this internet doing stuff. Like she had needed surgery. She lost the weight and she needed money to get her skin tightened up or what have you. She said she raised $10,000 to $15,000 on the internet to get skin tightening surgery. So I guess she's not new to this. She's true to this. She know how to get what she need done from the internet. She said people donated, and she was able to get the $15,000 to get. She lost so much weight, and then she needed the skin tightened up. And she was able to get the money for it. So I was like, okay, all right. Yeah, so a lot of people were, donating to her. Hello, Yolanda. You said people are crazy enough to send her money. How does that hurt you? If people are crazy enough to send her money, how does that hurt you? Oh, people were saying that they don't like that they are sending her money, and they can have elderly people on there that that are giving her money and things like that. But my thing is this right here: everybody is grown, do what they want to do. That's them. That's them. If they want to do it, that's fine. I have no problem with nobody doing anything. I just don't do that. And let's see. So, like I said, it doesn't hurt me at all. But what I'm saying is that I don't like the part where she was telling people to quit their job. So that is hurting me. If you're going, if you're gonna come on here and be a content creator, don't clickbait people and don't tell people, my thing is to do stupid stuff. That's my thing. Some people were truly quitting their job. If you're gonna come on here, be real and be genuine. Don't come on here trying to hinder people. That's my thing. That's my thing. And people know that you do not blow up on YouTube like that. You don't blow up on YouTube like that. It doesn't work. It doesn't happen like that. It doesn't happen. It takes you a while. The people that you see that on YouTube, some people can have viral moments where they just blow up all at once. That could happen. But a lot of people that who are famous and on YouTube, they've been on here for a minute. They've been on here for a minute. They just didn't get on here and just magically go just start making a lot of money. It takes time. It takes time. Um, okay. All right. Hello, Pat. Hello, Carol. Okay, I understand, Yolanda. This is a safe space over here, so I don't take anything to heart. I thank you, Linda. My thing is this right here. When you get on YouTube and stuff like that, you have to have tough skin too, because I have my channel where I want my chat to be able to, be respectful. And then also, I want you to be able to express yourself and voice your opinion or what have you. I don't want that y'all to always agree with what I'm saying. I want to hear what y'all think about certain things. What y'all think about certain things. Don't always agree with me. Long as you keep it respectful, I have no problems with that. Okay? All right. And if you're new to my channel, think about becoming a subscriber and please like the video and share the video. So we're going to move on, guys. Moving on. And hello to all my tea drops and my tea sippers. Hello, hello, hello. So we're going to keep it moving because I don't want this to be so long that we don't get what we need out. Okay. Moving on, guys. Some new information has developed. Um, this is no good for anybody with Kurt, Rashida, and their kids. Now we all have children, and our grown children sometimes makes the wrong decision. Does that mean we stop loving them? No. And do I want my kids to protect their sister and brothers? Yes, I do. But we also got to be smart too, guys, because when you have girls, and it could be boys too, when they've been with somebody for so long, loving, they be thinking they're in love with the person. And when somebody is in a DV situation, you can go over there and jump on the person all you want. Then the person be back with them, you know, and then you the one could be behind bars, right? So this is my model here. If there's a DV situation going on, let's just first off start off by calling the popo, the police, right? Because 9 times out of 10, if the person is not unalive or the person is not back with the person, or the person who went over there to try to help a sister or brother might be in jail or they could be unalive for nothing. So in this case here with Kai, y'all, there is too many stories that's going on, right? And right, this is a prime example right here is why you stay out of people's business. Her brothers went over there trying to help her, right? But she gets on the phone telling her man, mom and them, that she don't care brother or not. She said she told the popo that it was her brother now. So you mean to tell me your brother them come over there to help you? You tell on your brother now, and you tell his family now why they come over there to help you? And this is a prime example why you're getting people business. Now she, on the other hand, saying, I don't call my family over here to get in nothing because I know I'm gonna be right back with them. Well, how did your brother and them get over there and they know that allegedly he was stumping you out? Just saying. Thank God we got the recordings where we can hear her telling his mother everything. We can hear her telling the mother because she was going back lying and said, "Oh, I didn't say that," but thank goodness they recorded her. So the brothers brought her to help you, and this is what you do. Now, people were trying to say it was Kirk Jr. that did it, but come to find out, the suspect is Kai. Rashida and Kirk's son, a little like their youngest son. That's why you mind the business that pays you, because now this boy, her brother might be going to jail. Because there's other stories out here that saying that he went over, he was trying to help his sister, or that one of the brothers lived with them, with Kelsey, and I guess he was trying to stump her out, and a brother tried to get in it, and they said that he beat the brother, and that's when the brother, when it got the other brother, came back and pow. And they said that the brother was trying to leave, and that's how he got pow in the back by a cop. So when the mother was saying they don't got no suspect, they do got a suspect. And other people were trying to say it was Kirk Jr. It's not Kirk Jr. It's him. And that's how things get unthink. Um, um, that's what she said she got done, y'all. We gonna if we get time, I'm gonna take let y'all see her page. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all see her page, Deborah. Okay, let's see here. All right. 1 second here. All right, so we're gonna get into it, guys, right here with this. And that's what I'm saying, y'all, about certain stuff. You go over here and try to help people, right? You go over here and try to help people, right? And this is what you get. This is what you get. This is exactly what you get. This is what you get right here. So let me just bring it up here. So she go over there to try to help her help, he go over there to try to help his sister. And this is what happened. You out here telling the people, telling them the mother that your brother them did it. That's why a lot of the times I tried my best to stay out of people business, like my sister and brother them business, that people they have been with for a long time, because 9 times out of 10 they're gonna be back with them, and you go over there and mess with somebody, then you be in jail, and they be right back together, laying up in the bed, and you in jail. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. So the first thing is first here. Let's just call the police. I'm just saying, let's just call the police. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call the police so there's no problem. Because like I said, you can hear as clear as day on the phone talking to that boy mama, saying all this and that. She's saying one thing to the mother now, and saying one thing to the internet, and one thing to Kurt them. That's all I'm saying. So we gotta, we can't do that, y'all. We can't do it because this is what happened. So let me just show y'all this right here. Let me just show y'all. Let me Let me show y'all. So cops say T Hood M suspect is son of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta star Kirk Frost and Rashida. So this is what they're saying here. But let me get the other one here where they're actually saying his name because his name is Kai. Let me get the actual one. Y'all, this is a mess. This is bad. This is bad because y'all know these people own businesses and they're trying to say that Rashida and them is hiding the son. Rashida and them ain't hiding no son, y'all, because the police has already talked to him. That's why he said he's a suspect. But you best believe Rashida and them had him a lawyer. And they might be trying to say self-defense, guys. So let's take a look at this.
Told them that your brother shot Tevin. They wouldn't. They supposed to have him. Okay, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna find out.
So yeah, please do it. Like I'm asking the same questions. What I'm saying is like.
Okay, when can we get his things, Kay?
I don't know. They maybe have the wrong information. They tried to find him. They sent the little SWAT team with the little shit with the big iron. They came and he was taken into handcuffs. I told you that was wrong. I don't condone that shit. I don't give a fuck whether or not. Like I hear what y'all are saying, but y'all like you can't like I don't condone that shit. It's more to the story, so I don't.
Well, I don't understand how they would let him out if you told them that your brother shot Tevin. They
see, this is what I'm talking about. She didn't told the mama on the phone, and the mama recorded her that her brother did it. And then another one right here. So T Hood family releases audio of Kelsey Frost allegedly admitting that her brother, Kai Frost, unalived her boyfriend T Hood. Police say their number one suspect is Kai Frost, son of Kirk and Rashida Frost. So let me know what y'all think about this. Let me know what y'all think about this. So, do y'all think that they're going to come on here for a minute? Okay, guys. So, do y'all think that Kelsey is going to go as well? Okay. Okay, so guys, do y'all think that Kelsey is going to jail too as part of this situation here? So if Kai is going, and if the other brother was there, right? So Kelsey is part of it too. So if they question Kai, why didn't they do nothing to Kelsey? Why is nothing being done to Kelsey? Just saying. Why is nothing being done to Kelsey? Let me know in the chat. Because if she caught him over there and somebody got pow in her house, that's party to a crime, right? Right? Let me know what y'all think in the chat. That's party to a crime. But see, this is the thing. And the police will tell you this as well. If somebody is turning around, they got their back towards you, the danger is from you. So if you pow somebody in the back, right? That's not self-defense because the danger was walking away from you because they're trying to say the man was walking away from the danger. So he was no more danger to you, right? Right? No more of a danger to you if the man is walking away. Well, see, this is my thing right here. If the sister is trying to, if the sister is trying to take up for the boyfriend and be on the family side, I would just the brother and them need to tell what happened. Because if they're gonna go to jail for this, the brother and them needs to tell what happened. Right? They need to tell what happened. Because if she called them over there, they need to tell it. They need to tell it. Simple as that. Because we heard it for ourselves. She said the brother did it. And it's Kai. Now look, he don't look like he would have no pow or would try to pow nobody. But I guess looks are deceiving. You don't know what people are doing if they're in a situation, right? You don't know what people are doing. Just saying. Just saying, you don't know what people will do when they're in a situation. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna keep following this story. I think information is coming out every day about different things. So we're gonna keep following the story. We're just gonna keep following it and see what happens. That's all we can do is keep following it and see what happens. Let's see. Who else we gonna talk about? Who else are we gonna be talking about? Let's see here. Okay. So we gonna move on, guys. We're gonna move on, but I'm still gonna follow this and see where we end up. And let's see if they're gonna bring the other brother in because they said he was with them. He was with them. So we're gonna see if they're gonna bring the other brother in, okay? We're gonna, keep going with that. So then we're gonna move on to let's move on to this. Let's move on to Yandy. Miss Yandy. So Yandy has admitted to cheating on Mendici. But this is the thing right here, guys, what I'm not understanding, right? Mendici said they're gonna have to quit playing these high school games. I thought when y'all took vows in front of when y'all did y'all spiritual wedding, that that y'all had stopped doing all this. So who was playing games here? Y'all are grown people. I'm confused with this situation here. So y'all are 40 plus, and y'all playing games? I'm confused with this whole situation. How y'all 40 plus and still want to play games? So we're gonna watch this clip here, y'all. We're gonna watch this clip here. Mendici said they're gonna have to quit. Mendici said we're gonna have to quit playing high school games, y'all. That's what Mendici said. We're gonna have to quit playing high school games. I thought the games was over with. But let's take a look at that. Give me just a second. Man, DC said they got to quit playing games. They said they got the kids involved in everything, so they got to quit playing games, y'all. Text this chat. So, if you are married or in a committed relationship, right? If you have an emotional connection to somebody and y'all talking and y'all never had sex, is that considered cheating? Would that be considered cheating? If y'all just have an emotional connection because you figure that your mate is out here doing something, y'all and you don't have any sex with this person, but y'all have a connection, right? Is that considered cheating? Just want to know.
Your mind.
I got you. But what I will never do, you ain't gonna never catch me bashing you. I will pick up my and walk before I ever have to sit there and down you.
I prefer that.
I'm sure you do. I respect you.
I take respect over love any day.
Stop saying that. I don't
Okay, guys. So, do we believe that Yandy did not have sex with this man? We know Yandy had sex because the friend said they were having sex. He was at the hotel with them. He was in the other room. So, Yandy is not being completely transparent. She's not telling the truth. She said she had an emotional connection. Well, okay. So, does emotional connection mean that she don't love him, but she got an emotional connection with him, but she still had sex with him? Is that what that means, guys? Is that what that means? That she didn't love him, but she had an emotional connection with him, so she still had sex with him. Is that what that means? Just ask it. So, do you think, man, DC and Yandy is going to go their separate ways because they don't have to get a divorce because they're not married? So, do you think they're going to get a divorce because they're not married, right? So, do you think they're going to get a divorce? Just saying. Do y'all think they're going to get a divorce? Let me know. Do y'all think they're going to get a divorce? Let me know what y'all think. If y'all think they're going to get a divorce, because I told y'all somebody gonna catch something. Because I don't think Yandy didn't left that young man that man from Ghana alone, because he already knew that she had a husband and kids. So I don't think that she gonna leave him alone. Just saying. Okay, so Linda, you think they're gonna part ways? Okay, all right. You think they're gonna part ways? Okay, all right, y'all. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what's gonna happen, because we're gonna move on to another love and hip hop person, Sierra Gates, the woman that, hey, she'll drop a man, you know, drop of a dime. She changed men like she changed her underwear. She don't care. She'll get a new husband in a minute. She don't care. Uh, Sierra ain't putting up with nobody crap. And that's good that she's able to do that, because a lot of women stay with a lot of men because for financial reasons. And Sierra, she don't have to do that, or Yandy, because they got their own money. They are self-made bosses, so they don't need no man for the glamorous life, for all the little goodies and stuff like that, because they can buy that for themselves. So they don't. To me, Sierra don't care about leaving no man. And I think that if push come and shove, I don't think Yandy will care about leaving Mendici. If push come to shove, because she has her own. She has her own money and everything. So I don't care. I don't think she cares about leaving Mendicis at all. I don't think she cares about that. I think she done got out there and got her toes, then dipped her foot, her toes out there in the pond, and she like it. And I think, if push come to shove, I think she gonna be okay. Just my personal opinion, guys. I think she gonna be okay. I think she gonna be okay to do her thing. Just saying. Um, Sierra, don't get on this here internet by you when you had too many cocktails, and then you get the telling everything. Then you want to pussy pop back and try to clean it up. Don't do that. Whatever. Don't try to backpedal because you said what you said. Now you said you was gonna put out uh photos and other things like that. We still haven't seen them, Sierra. We need to see those. Come on and put them out. So I guess she telling Yandy that they don't want Yandy in Atlanta. They want Yandy to go back to New York, honey. They don't want Yandy in Atlanta, baby. Sierra's telling her to go on back to New York. She said that's daytime. So we shall see. We shall see. Because they said in Atlanta there's not a lot of, men there. So there's more women there that's looking for men and that's willing to cheat. And then this is another thing, guys. The woman that allegedly Mendici is cheating with, she's married too. So this is the thing. So this lady don't care about cheating. So she's messing with Mendici. She knows he's with somebody. Yandy man is messing with her. She knows that she's with Mendicis. So who is these other people messing with? That's too much bacteria stuff. That's too much going on. Everybody is just doing their thing. So I'm thinking that maybe Yandy is not as dumb as we think. She's not no Rashida. So we was thinking that Yandy was, dumb, but Yandy was just keeping hers on the low. So she said that, well, if you want me to stop doing what I'm doing, you stop taking your ring off and stop blocking me. So Yandy was saying, if you gonna keep doing that, I'm gonna keep doing me. So okay, Yandy, she's not married to Mendici, so I'm not encouraging anybody to cheat, but she's not married to him. No, that's what I was looking for. What y'all talking about here in this chat, y'all? Let me see what y'all talking about. I just looked. I didn't see TVDs. I'm done watching that show. I don't even remember where OWN is on my TV. Wow. I watch OWN because I have to watch Hard and Hustle. Kirk and Rashida said tonight, wish Mendici and Yandy go back to New York. Oh, really? Okay, I didn't watch it. I gotta watch it. Yandy and Mendici is not married, but probably will part ways. Okay. Um okay. Let's see. Now I didn't watch the Maurice interview with TK in his panel. Oh, wait a minute. Did I see that? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I seen that. I did see that. I did see that, y'all. Okay, Deborah said, in my opinion, anytime someone gets pow in the back is suspect to me. Okay, yes, because they said that he was trying to walk away, y'all. That's what they're saying. You said, I wonder if they're because of the Houston Hustle show. I heard last week that if folks tune in at 9 p.m., LMH previews could be counted as a view. They need to move their show to Friday. Oh, they said that if you watch it, you have to tune in at 9:05 to watch Hard and Hustle or what have you. So I think people starting to tune in at 9:05 to watch Hard and Hustle, not exactly at 9 o'clock. The police said today that Kai Frost is the main suspect. I think that. Hello, Proud Mimi. Hello, Renee Bass. Hello. I'm just making sure. All right, guys. And also, guys, make sure if you guys did not watch my last video that you watch that and you also watch the commercials too. Please and thank you. Um, you said you checked TVD's waiting for AT to drop the ratings. I didn't see the ratings for Saturday show, guys. Let me know what the ratings were. Let me know. All right, guys. Moving on. Okay, guys. Remember to register for Melanie's TikTok Live on August 23rd of 2025. Don't forget, August 23rd of 2025. Register for Melanie's Live, please, and thank you. Um, let's move on here to. I did want to talk about one more thing here. We also know that okay, I do want to talk about this real quick. So y'all know Portia, right? Portia's been slapped with a $7 million lien on her home, right? But this is the thing, guys. A 205K debt, or whatever. Portia cannot sell that house. You know why? There's no equity in the house. There's no equity in the house. None. There's no equity in the home. There's no equity in the home. Because they've only been living there for what? Like a year and a half, almost 2 years or so. They're saying there's no equity in the home. So Portia is selling her other house that her mama used to live in. And that makes sense for Portia mama to come over there and live in the house with her because the house is big enough, right? So that would make perfect sense for her to come over there and move. So y'all let me know. I don't think Portia thought about that, guys. I don't think Portia thought about that. I thought about the equity that's supposed to be in the home before you can sell it. Because Portia would have to refinance the home, right? But I don't think Portia thought this too. I mean, thought this through. I don't think she did. I don't. I don't think she thought this through, guys. So now this is my thing. You know, sometimes we got to do stuff we don't want to do. Portia only has one child, right? And then her mama. This is a nice house right here. 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths. She has it on there for 1.8 million. This is a nice house, guys. This is a lovely house. This is big enough for look, I'm not trying to keep up with the Jones. This is a beautiful house right here. Look, I would go back to my other house. I would. Let's see here. I don't know if you can see it, but this is the house here. I don't know if they're gonna let me see it, but this is the house. I would rather stay in this one. But to each their own. But they're saying that even if Portia try to refinance the house, there's not enough equity in it. There's not enough equity. So let me know what y'all think. Yeah, do y'all think this is a nice home? I do. I think this is a gorgeous home. But I think people want to have houses that are bigger than other people. And I think Portia maybe want to have a house that's bigger than, around the same size as Shamia's. Y'all let me know. I would stay there. I would. But let me know what y'all think about it. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. I would definitely would have went back to my house. But when you live in Atlanta, you in these circles, you got to keep up with that. You have to keep up. And I think that's what a lot of people are trying to do. And they're getting themselves in trouble by trying to keep up with everybody. Now with Rashida and Kirk, there's a lot of stuff going on here. It's like I'm going back, right? I'm going back. Let me kind of backpedal. It seems like ever since Yandy them has came to Atlanta, they have been into it with everybody. It seems like they were doing better when they were in New York. And I guess they were not into it with these people because they didn't see them all the time. But ever since Mendici and Yandy moved to Atlanta, it's been fight after fight. They just been into it all with everybody. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Do y'all think Atlanta is a little bit faster than New York? Let me know what y'all think. I haven't been to New York, but I've been to Atlanta. So do y'all think Atlanta is more faster than New York? Because everybody wants her to go back. And let me tell y'all this, y'all. Men are some of the most shit starters. Gossipers. Y'all think women gossip? These damn men gossip, baby. And they carry the bone, baby. Now, Jack and Scrappy, whatever Medici and Yandy said to them, they didn't have to go back and tell Rashida and Kirk. Why would Scrappy and Jock go back and tell Rashida and Kurt what Mendici said. Like some little girls, like some little women. I get that. Why are you starting trouble, Jock and Scrappy? Scrappy, you got Scrappy and Jock. Y'all got enough kids to keep y'all busy. Y'all got enough women to worry about. Why are y'all carrying bones back to Rashida and Kurt? Then y'all telling what y'all saying? See, that's why I don't like this. You know, Jock and Scrappy are so messy. They are messy. Then Rashida was like, I wouldn't have Mendici. Because now Jock is saying that Mendici said that Rashida want him. Now, no, y'all know Rashida ain't now. No, you know what? I'm not gonna say that no more. Because like we thought Yandy wasn't doing nothing, we don't know what Rashida doing. But I don't think she want Mendici. Put a 1 in the chat if you think that Rashida would go with Mendici. Put a 2 in the chat if you think she would. But we got Jock and Scrappy saying that Mendici said that Rashida want him. He didn't have to go back and say that. That wasn't his business. Hello, my degree is real. Hello, hello, hello. Make sure, guys, when y'all coming in, y'all hit the thumbs up button. Please make sure y'all watching the video, sharing the video. And if you didn't watch the video from yesterday, please make sure that you go back and watch that. Now, do y'all think that Rashida want Mendici? And do y'all think this was right for Jock and Scrappy to go back and tell them this? Just look at this.
When Mendici was at the house, he felt like you keep saying his name. You know the whole, my name is my talking about saying, why you and your people got his penis in his mouth?
Scrappy, you need to be worried about all the baby mamas, your ex-wife, and all them. Why is you going back telling people business? Did they tell you to deliver that to them? I don't think they told you that. This don't make no sense. Oh, Rashida said she don't do house husband where they wives go on trips to hop on D's. Did you hear that? She said she don't do house husbands where wives go on trips to hop on other D's. Okay, the shade, Rashida. The shade.
Why you sit at home?
And Mendici and Yandy over there sitting down. So
the whole.
Look, somebody gonna get hurt on this show. Somebody gonna get hurt on this show, y'all. Somebody gonna get hurt on this show. Because now Mendici and Yandy said they was warned about Rashida and Kurt from their people in New York. And now Rashida and them is saying that Mendici and Yandy is the bottom of the barrel. You think New York and Atlanta is about the same? Okay. Mendici started the conversation about Rashida wants to ride his pet what? Oh. Okay. You said no. You need to rewatch last week's episode. Mendici started the conversation with the. Okay. All right. Dublin. I think Portia knows what she's doing. Her old house is in Dublin. This one is closer to Atlanta. Her mom and Henry can stay there. And PJ doesn't need to be disturbed. Dennis and mom are close too. Okay. But Kirk, okay, but Deborah, she has put that house on the market. That house is on the market. Portia has put that house that her mom stays in on the market. She's trying to sell it. You said, but Kirk has a side chick and side baby all up close in person. Yes, and y'all seen where Rashida mama is hanging out with Jasmine Kirk baby mama. She said they're all a family. I said, oh hell no, never. Rashida's line, Jasmine went live on Instagram, said they all share a bed in the. Wait a minute. Rashida is lying. Jasmine went live on Instagram, said they all shared a bed in the Bahamas, allegedly. What? Oh, hell no. Annie loves Cynthia. She was just a friend of the show. No need to fire her. I think she will be back. Okay. He said two CCs from the Bravo sector just reported it on about Cynthia. Oh wow, I hope they ain't fire Cynthia because we can do without Sheree. We can do without Carly Red. Kim, the Kim, we can do without her. I'd rather have Cynthia. I don't want them on. I'd rather not have the other women on there. I do. I'd rather not have them on there. If I had a say in it, but I don't have a say. I don't have a say. I don't have a say in it at all. Okay, okay, guys, moving on. We're gonna see because I'm gonna go back and watch this as well. So we're just gonna. I do want to just bring this up. Our beloved D has passed away from what's happening. So I do want to bring this up, guys. So Daniela Spencer, beloved What's Happening star and veterinary, passed away at 60. Because y'all know she had breast cancer. She beat that. Then she had some bleeding on the brain. So I don't know if that's the reason from her passing, but she passed away at the age of 60. So, rest in heaven. You know, rest in peace. Yep. So, yep, she died. Yep. So she passed away as well, guys. Oh, do y'all know Gerald Levert's daughter has passed away as well, guys? Let's bring her up here. Gerald Levert's daughter, I think that was his only daughter. She has passed away as well. Let me put her up here. Ryan Levert, the daughter of Eddie Levert, has passed away at the age of 22 years old. Prayers to the Levert family. Oh, I'm sorry, Eddie Levert. I'm sorry. She has passed away. Now, guys, y'all know this is. Oh, she had lupus. Okay, guys, she had lupus. Now, this is Eddie Levert's youngest daughter. Eddie is still living. Um, y'all know Gerald Levert passed away. Then Gerald Levert's other son passed away, and now his daughter. My condolences go out to him. You know, both of his sons passed away. This is just so sad. She had lupus. Prayers to the Levert family. Eddie Levert's youngest daughter, Ryan Levert, has passed away at the age of 22 from lupus. This is so sad, y'all. So I don't know. All these people, I don't know. All these people are just passing away. We're going to move on. We're going to move on here to a minute. I wanted to go back to here. Now, I'll tell you all the time about stuff. Y'all can't be fooling with these people in jail. And then I'm gonna get on to Black history. Right here, she took him back fresh out of jail, and he unalived her and her mom in front of her 5-year-old son. You can't be messing with these people from these jails, y'all. They ain't got it all. They ain't dealing with a full deck.
County man is in jail charged with killing his girlfriend and her mother. The victims are Virginia and Rhodesia Boston. Both were found dead yesterday at the Pines of Warner Robins apartment complex. Now, 29-year-old Rashad Williams is charged with 2 counts of murder.
Warner Robins, Georgia, a quiet southern town where life tends to follow a familiar rhythm. It's the kind of place where people feel safe, where tragedy feels like something that only happens somewhere else. But on the morning of May 25, 2025, that illusion was ripped apart. In a single morning, one home became a crime scene, and the entire town was forced to confront a nightmare no one saw coming. Rhodesia Boston, just 29 years old, had her entire life stretched out before her like a sunrise on the horizon. She was a mother, a nursing student, and a woman who carried herself with quiet strength. She walked with purpose, not because life had always been easy, but because she had decided long ago that she would not be defined by hardship. Every early morning class, every sleepless night spent studying while her son slept beside her, those were all steps towards something better. For her son, for herself. Rhodesia's world was centered around that little boy, 5 years old, full of boundless curiosity, and the very reason she pushed forward no matter how tired she was. She would pack his lunch before her own. She would smile through the stress. She would sacrifice silently, as so many mothers do. Living with her was her mother, Virginia Boston. At 49, Virginia was the embodiment of maternal resilience, graceful under pressure, steady in crisis. She was the type of woman who didn't raise her voice unless she had to. Her home was always open to anyone in need, and her heart was no different. She was fiercely protective of Rhodesia, yet allowed her space to grow and make her own choices. They weren't just mother and daughter. They were partners in survival. 2 women who had learned how to build peace inside a world that didn't always offer it. They had made their little apartment on Woodland Trail feel like a haven. The scent of home-cooked meals lingered in the air long after dinner. Gospel music would hum from the radio on Sunday mornings while they prepared for church. Even when bills were tight or stress ran high, laughter still managed to echo through the rooms. Love lived in that space. Simple, consistent, and unconditional. But behind closed doors, something darker was taking shape.
So this man here, she got him fresh on out of prison. He unalived her and her mama. Right? She got him as soon as she got him out of prison. Couple days later, he unalived her and her mama. She had her whole life in front of her. She had a 5-year-old son. She was going to nursing school, working and everything. Took out her in the mouth. That's why I say you cannot be fooling with these men. You cannot. They will take you up out of here. And some men are jealous of you. Some men are jealous of you. And that's what I think he did. I think he was jealous. That's what I think happened, y'all. That's what I think happened, y'all. That's what I think happened. These people were jealous. Excuse me, the man was jealous. Let me know what y'all think. As to the reason as to why this man would take the mother life as well. What the hell the mother do? What did the mama do? What did the mama do? We have to be very, very careful. Very careful of of what's going on, y'all. We got to be careful. We got to be careful out here in these streets, y'all. We got to be careful because you don't know what's on these men's mind. They jealous and envy. We don't know what's on their mind. But I do know a lot of women are being taken out of here. A lot of them. And usually it wasn't the black men that were doing this. Now all of a sudden, it's the black men that are taking the women out of here. So y'all let me know what y'all think it is. Why? Y'all let me know why do y'all think that they're being taken out of here. One second. Okay, we're going to get into a Black History fact, guys. Y'all know I got to do Black History.
Black person should know who the Moors are. The Moors were a group of black people from Africa that ruled in Europe for some 700 years. They were the kings and the queens. So Europe, a certain part of it, Portugal and Spain, was ruled by black people. We were the kings, who were the queens, the dukes and the earls and all the other kind of stuff. They buried that in history so that you don't know that. I'm not making this up. Go check it for yourself. They were called the Moors. They brought culture. They brought history. They brought math. They brought science. They brought a multitude of things to Europe that they will never get credit for in the public school. So look it up. Moors, Moors. For those of you that don't know who the Moors are, every black person should know who the Moors are. The Moors were a group of black people from Africa that ruled in Europe for some 700 years. They were the kings and the queens. So Europe, a certain part of it, Portugal and Spain, was ruled by black people. We were the kings, who were the queens, the dukes and the earls and all the other kind of stuff. They buried that in history so that you don't know that. I'm not making this up. Go check it for yourself. They were called the Moors. They brought culture. They brought history. They brought math. They brought science. They brought a multitude of things to Europe that they will never ever get credit for in the public school. So look it up. Moors, Moors. For those of you that don't know who the Moors are, every black person should know who the Moors are.
Never heard of them. Never ever heard of these people before in my life. So you can go and look it up. Let me know if y'all have heard of the Moors before. Let me know. Have y'all ever heard of them before? I sure didn't learn nothing about that in history. Let me know if y'all have heard of that before. But I've never heard of that. I've never heard of these people before, ever. But y'all let me know if y'all have heard of them before. We're gonna do one more here. Let me know. Have y'all heard of the Moors before? Oh, you heard of them before, Sonya? Okay. We're gonna do one more.
Did you know that enslaved black men were often forced to fight in brutal death matches for their enslavers' entertainment? Known as Negro Fight Clubs, these forced brawls were staged for the amusement of white spectators. Enslaved men were pitted against each other in bloody, bare-knuckle fights, sometimes blindfolded, sometimes with weapons, while enslavers placed bets on who would survive. The fights didn't end until one man was too broken to continue, in the most savage cases, dead. The strongest fighters were treated like prized animals, forced into these battles repeatedly, often given just enough food and rest to keep them alive for the next brutal showdown. Some were pitted against trained white fighters for even more amusement, their survival never guaranteed. For the men forced into these death matches, survival was both a curse and a strategy. Some fought only to avoid worse punishment. Yet, even those who won were never truly free, reminders that in slavery, even strength was weaponized against them. Follow and share for more AI African stories. Did you know that enslaved black men were often forced to fight in...
This is. And have you ever watched the movie Django? You could see that there, where they would have them fighting and stuff against each other. If you watch Django, you can see that there. So we know that this is not no story. Just terrible. The stuff that we went through. Just the things that we went to. We're going to do one more. We're going to do one more. I'm sorry, guys. Let me bring this one up here. One second. Now look at this, guys. I'm surprised ain't nobody trying to rip this off this mummy neck. A 6-carat collar of a pure gold, untouched for over 3,000 years, worn by Pharaoh, revealed to the world. It's pure gold. Pure gold. And y'all know that is a black man. A black man. So when they say that we were kings and queens, that is true. We the one that had the gold, the minerals, and all that. Look at this. This is pure gold, guys. Look at this. Worn by Pharaoh. Look at that. I'm surprised ain't nobody tried to break in that museum and take this off this man's neck. Oh, oh, this is what I wanted to. For some reason, I wanted to show y'all this. If y'all did not read, did y'all know this woman is saying that Phaedra was a scammer? Wait a minute, let me stop sharing this. Guys, did y'all know they said Phaedra was a scammer? That her and Apollo and this other lady were in cahoots together. Not, I didn't backpedal again. I did not know this. Did y'all know that they said Phaedra and her husband Apollo was a scammer? Let me know in the chat, because I didn't know this. This lady is saying that Phaedra had her doing all type of stuff, y'all. Look. Phaedra and we remain close. Drama eventually got sentenced to 12 years for armed robbery, and my relationship with Phaedra pursued. And we became very, very close. About a year or so, I guess she became a little more comfortable with our relationship, and that's when she introduced me to Apollo. When she introduced me to Apollo, it was strictly business, a business relationship that the two of them had. And at that time, they were remaking fraudulent insurance checks. And of course, I was the one that would go into the bank with the identification, deposit the check, and then go back to the bank and withdraw the money, whether it was $27,000, $30,000. This went on for about 2 years. And then I ended up catching a charge, getting locked up for forgery, and I ended up going to prison. On my first trip to prison, I only did 4 months. But while I was away at prison, Apollo had also got arrested. So when he got arrested and got banged up in Newton County, and I finally got out after doing my 4 months, Phaedra and I got back together again. This time, she introduced me to Everett, which is Apollo's brother. And we were all involved in a federal racketeering scheme against the federal government. We would basically go to the car lot and write down the VIN numbers of the vehicles that we felt as if we wanted to keep or would make a good sale. Once we recorded the numbers down off of the VIN, we would take them back to Phaedra and Everett. And once they had it, they would make a fake identification card and a registration card to match the vehicle. The next day, you could take the ID and the registration card and go to another car dealership and tell them that this is your vehicle, and they'll cut you a key for a fee of $185. But once we had the key, we would then go back to the car dealerships after the dealership closed and drive off with whatever car that we picked earlier. After that, they will get sent off to the chop shop. Once everything was cleaned up, we take the title, swap the titles out for Georgia titles, and then take them to another car dealership, trade the car in for a car lesser value, and walk away with the money. Phaedra went to my mother's funeral and stood on my behalf. And probably about 2 days later, after my mother's funeral, I received a card in the mail from Phaedra telling me that everything would be okay when I got home. I got released from state custody in September of 2005. Upon my release, I tried to contact Phaedra several times, couldn't get in touch with her. But they told me when I was released, I had 72 hours to report to the parole office. For some reason, Phaedra and we remained close. Drama eventually got sentenced to 12 years for armed robbery, and my relationship with Phaedra pursued. And we became very close. About a year or so,
I guess she became a little more comfortable with our relationship, and that's when she introduced me to Apollo. When she introduced me to Apollo, it was strictly business, a business relationship that the two of them had. And at that time, they were remaking fraudulent insurance checks. And of course, I was the one that would go into the bank with the identification, deposit the check, and then go back to the bank and withdraw the money, whether it was $27,000, $30,000. This went on for about 2 years. And then I ended up catching a charge, getting locked up for forgery, and I ended up going to prison.
Y'all heard the story about Phaedra before. Now I didn't know. Now I heard that Apollo had went to jail, but I didn't know what for. So is that why they call Phaedra the godmother of Atlanta? Because this woman allegedly is saying that Phaedra and Apollo were doing insurance fraud with checks, and she was the one that went to go cash them. Then they said they brought the brother in, Apollo brother in, and they were retagging cars and things like that. I didn't know Phaedra got down like that. You know, she's a sophisticated woman, attorney and things like that. Did y'all know Phaedra was doing all this before she got on the Housewives? I didn't know. I didn't know Phaedra. Oh, so that's why Apollo went to jail then. So Phaedra never went down for anything. So this woman and Apollo is the one that went to jail. Let me know what y'all think in the chat about this. Man, Phaedra was getting down, y'all. So I guess she made, allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only, made enough money to get on out the business. And, you know, she got her funeral parlors. And what else she got? What other business did Phaedra got? I know Phaedra has another business. Because if they were doing, you know, insurance checks, allegedly, and they were doing cars, you know, taking to the car dealership and getting cars, you know, and then getting them for a lesser amount, they made, you know, some money from doing that. But Phaedra, it looks like Phaedra is the only one that did right with her money, allegedly. You know, she got her funeral parlor and opened up her some legit businesses. So she's the only one that I see out of this lady here in Apollo, and I don't know nothing about the brother that did right with the money. Just saying. You know, like I said, Phaedra just don't look like that, you know, that she would do that. But hey, looks are deceiving, guys. Looks are deceiving. Looks are very deceiving. Y'all let me know in this chat if y'all heard that about Phaedra. Let me know in the chat. I'm gonna look for another part that the woman say other stuff that they had got into. Because this lady right here went to jail. She's on parole and everything. She did time. And Phaedra is the only one that didn't do no time. So I'm gonna look for the other part of that as well. Also, we're gonna keep our eyes on this case with Kai. We already know Rashida and got him a damn good lawyer. We know that. But what about the daughter? Because right now they trying to put everything together. The daughter, allegedly, in my very own opinion, is going to get implemented in this, because why would the brothers be over there unless she called them over there? So she's gonna be party to the crime. The other brother might get party to the crime too. But then the thing is, I don't know that they're gonna try to spin it that this man was beating up on the sister. But it don't sound like to me the sister ain't on her brother's side. It sounds to me like she on her boyfriend's side. I'm just calling a spade a spade. They done told her not to talk on the phone, but she run their mouth, and they gonna use these recorders and things against her. Just saying. Now she the one that got her brother them in all kind of trouble, and then get on the phone over there talking to the mom and them, telling them all kinds of stuff. I told you, people will get you in trouble and then sit back. While you behind bars, they sit back cohorting with the other people. Uh-uh. No. You need to call the police. That's what you need to do, call the police. Just saying. They better watch her. That's all I got to say. Um, I think eventually Mandisi and Yandy gonna end up going their separate ways because ain't nobody gonna keep on playing these games like this. Yandy, if you don't want Mandisi, and Mandisi, if you don't want Yandy, just go on your separate ways. I know y'all got kids together, but they big enough now to understand what's going on. Because this don't look good. The kids, they know how to get on the internet. They can see different stuff. I don't know. What's the other one? We're gonna see what's gonna happen with Portia with this house because, like I said, I don't think she can sell the house her and Simon got together or refinance it because they haven't had the house long enough for it to earn any equity. So that's another problem, but we'll see where that goes to as well. We're gonna see what that goes to. We're gonna see what that how this goes. And y'all know anybody who get EBT or own NBT, they have started it. You cannot buy no juice, no cookies, no candy, no chips, no nothing with sugar on NBT or food stamp, SNAP, whatever you want to call it. You can't even buy a bag of sugar on SNAP no more. I know some states said it was supposed to start August 13th, but some people said they're getting up to the register now and it has started now. Nothing with sugar in it. All of you see the people up there with all that soda, cases of soda, boxes of chips, cookies, and all that. Ain't no more of that going on. You can't buy nothing, no more with sugar in it. Not even a bag of sugar. Not no sweet and low. No, none of that. Ice cream bars. None of that. And people are mad. The only thing you can get that's next to a sweet is some fruit. That's it. They said if you want your family to have sweets, you got to buy it with cash. You cannot buy it no more on food stamps. So let me know what y'all think about that in the chat. You're not able to buy any more sugary things with SNAP benefits. Y'all let me know. Let me see what y'all saying. Oh wow, I didn't see. I had just started watching that. I had just started watching that. Start watching Roa. So I didn't. I know she had did some stuff, but I didn't know it was that deep. I did not know it was that deep. I did not know it was that deep, guys. Oh, I just want to. Why can I never get on Hard and Hustle, guys? I want to talk about Hard and Hustle. Now, so far so good on Hard and Hustle, guys. I like all of the ladies. I do. I like every single lady. One thing that threw me off. I did not like how Chloe said that let me get her name correct. The other woman husband did not look, fine. Now, you shouldn't be looking at nobody's husband like that anyway. But you don't, you know. And to me, it's sought nobody else, nobody else husband. I just didn't think that was cause for it. You let me know if you think that was cause for it. I didn't like that. I did. I'm just gonna keep it 100. I didn't like it. I did not like it. You know, and I like with this group, everybody is so far telling their truth. So far so good with people telling their truth. Um, so we might have a show this time where people are going to really talk about their lives and their ups and downs and stuff like that in marriage. Now, hopefully we can keep this going like this. Hopefully we can keep it going. I like what is her name? Rise. I like her as well. So I do like her as well. And sometimes it's scary to get back out there in the dating world when you haven't dated in so long. So I can understand that, their point of view with that as well. Because it's like, let me see, it's 1, 2, it's 3 married and 3 that's not married. So that's a good mix to me. How do y'all feel about that? The 3 married and 3 not. I'm okay with that. So we can see different perspective from the married women and the not married women. So I'm okay with that. But I want them to, be fair though. I want them to be fair with, talking about different things. So, hopefully that can continue with them both opening up, with the group. Let me just show this one right here. So what do y'all think about it so far? Hey, Life with a K. Hey, Kari. So how do y'all feel about the show so far? It's a breath of fresh air from Love and Marriage Huntsville. I can tell you that. I can most definitely say that.
Real stuff.
Yeah.
And we are definitely in the state of transition.
Yes.
And we haven't fully figured everything out.
Mm-hmm.
We have a guest bedroom for a reason.
Yeah. Josh,
he knows that I bring
in
in
guest bedroom.
Okay.
While I'm in this master with my feet.
Because, honey, when we come back together, sex life has never been a problem for me.
When the last time y'all had some sex?
Oh, don't ask.
I'm asking it.
Don't ask.
No, it's your husband.
It's been like 2 months.
That's because you got cobwebs.
I gotta figure it out.
Spider webs, not cobs.
I gotta figure it out.
I know you were saying like he in the guest bedroom, he's slipping in there.
Yeah.
Wow.
I do find.
So I think this. So they are going to be transparent here. They're going to, I see right now, they're going to be more transparent. I like that the husband and wife are both being transparent. They're not holding things back. They're not holding things back. So I can. Now, one thing I like what her husband said, where he was asking, when she said that they should go to marriage counseling. He said, let me go to counseling for myself first. Let me fix myself first and see what's wrong with me first. Then I can come together with you and go to marriage counseling. How do y'all feel about that? He said, let me go to counseling first for myself first. So he knows that there's some things wrong. And a lot of men won't admit they got some issues. But here's her husband.
Focus on myself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so like, I know that you being in the room journaling in your own thoughts,
it's great.
Hanging out with your friends, it's teaching you more about yourself than I can, because you're learning yourself, and then vice versa.
Would you consider marriage counseling?
I think I showed up as an unhealed version of myself. So when you show up as an unhealed version of yourself, couples counseling ain't gonna maximize its potential. And so for me, I'm just like, okay, let me focus on personal therapy.
I'm hearing Josh say that he wants to do individual therapy before couples therapy. And I think that is a step in the right direction. I'm not showing up 100%. I'm super unhealed. So I understand that. So to hear that come from you, I understand.
You gotta heal.
Yeah.
You gotta heal. For me, it's important to actually.
So, if y'all don't know, before they got married, her husband had cheated on her, but she still went through with the marriage, right? Still went through with the marriage, but they haven't healed from that yet. They haven't healed. So he's going to get therapy first for himself. Then I guess she's going to do some therapy for herself. Then once they do that, they're going to come together and get couples therapy. I like that. I really do. I like that. Now he's a nice looking guy to me, you know. But Chloe is saying that he's not nice looking. But I think he's nice looking, guys. What do y'all think? How do y'all like this right here, where they're transparent, where the husband and wife, they say they sleep in separate rooms. They want to work on their self first and then come together with couple counseling. Because these people have been married since they got together in high school. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all like what, are they being more transparent than Love in Huntsville? Do y'all like these characters more? Let me know what y'all think about them.
You're going to have seasons in a marriage where y'all not as close as y'all used to be. But if the goal is the goal, which is to get there, you have to do what you need to do to get there.
I think the way that we're working through it is beautiful. Yeah. It's just, I want to get to a point where we are going on dates and we're back in the same room. So it doesn't feel like we're back in college in dorms.
I totally agree. I think even with the girl's perspective, that's fine.
Oh, I want to share one thing with you. Chloe mentioned, she was talking about your appearance and she was like, Elena, you fine. So appreciate the compliment.
You are?
Yes. Okay. She was like, you're fine. Does he know you're fine? And I said, yes, but Josh is too. And she's like, I wouldn't say he's fine. How do you feel about that? Because I think you're so fine.
How do I feel about somebody I'm not married to commenting on the fact that she doesn't think I'm fine?
Yeah.
That's what I'm responding to?
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, I don't even want to talk about this.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's crazy. Like, but at the same time, it's like, that's her opinion. Sometimes you got to place people's opinions where they are with them. You're going to have seasons.
So now I liked it this right here, but I don't think she should have told her husband that what her friend said. I don't think I didn't like that part. I didn't like that part of it, because that could bring tension between her husband and her friend when they see each other. But your friend don't supposed to think your husband fine or your man fine, to me. But I could be wrong. Y'all let me know what y'all think. You let me know what y'all think. I don't think so.
In a marriage where y'all not as close as y'all used to be. But if the goal is the goal, which is to get there, you have to do what you need to do to get there.
I think the way that we're working through it is beautiful. Yeah. It's just, I want to get to a point where we are going on dates and we're back in the same room.
The main thing is us having a healthy, happy marriage.
Yeah.
And so everything else is a secondary benefit to what that is. So that's
and speaking of a healthy, happy marriage, I shared with the ladies that we're sleeping in separate rooms. They can't fathom being in the same house with a man that they love and sleeping in separate rooms. Like, what? Josh and I have been married for 15 years. For the past 3 years, I would say our marriage has been a little shaky. I initiated Josh and I sleeping in separate bedrooms. So he's the one that moved to the guest bedroom. It's been about 2 months. Throughout the marriage, there are some things that I experienced that I haven't healed from. Trust is not there. And I want to see growth in my life, and I'm not seeing it. I just don't feel good in this space that I'm in. I'm trying to change that.
The main thing is us having a healthy, happy marriage.
Yeah. I'm excited to bring Josh into.
We're having this moment to like bring us together.
I love being here, hanging with the girls, but I have been thinking about what Chloe said.
To say that my husband's not fine, to me, that's like tasteless.
Clearly, you're not happy in your marriage if that offended you.
I think she feel like you can't fool a man like Josh.
I honestly thought that everything between me and Elena was over, but clearly it's just the beginning. My stress level is all over the place.
Heart and Hustle Houston, all new, Saturday 9 a.m.
Okay, guys. So how do we feel about Heart and Hustle? How do we feel about it? I like this. I like I said, I'm a fan of it already. I like that the friends, they could, they can talk with each other about their problems and things like that. But I do see what I'm seeing so far with Heart and Hustle is that they will talk with each other one-on-one, right? But then if it's about one of the other friends, but then when they see the other friend, they will go and talk to them too and say what was said. But I don't think it's malicious though. I think it's kind of soft and in a good way. I don't think they're trying to be messy like I see on other shows, like it's gossip, like, oh, well, such and such said this. I don't think when they go tell the other person what was said, when they did the one-on-one with the other person, I don't think it's in a malicious way. I think it's so that the other person is aware of the other friend's feelings. Are y'all getting that from the ladies? That they are not trying to really hurt each other's feelings. They say a lot of them are outspoken. So that's what I'm getting, that all the ladies are outspoken. And they do have one-on-one time with each friend. And some friends are closer than others. And sometimes they take certain friends or invite them over to the home and talk one-on-one. But then they also will see the other person and try to rectify the problem within the group. But they're not doing it in a malicious way. That's what I like. Versus other reality shows that I've seen, it's like a rah-rah, everybody's trying to be messy and things like that. So with these group of ladies, I see women. I don't see the catty fight, the girl fight. I don't see that with these women. These are actually grown women that can have a civilized conversation without going too below the belt. I haven't seen that yet. No below the belt, and they're not shooting drinks at each other and things like that. So that's what I'm getting out of them so far. But this is just the second episode. So it could be just getting started, but I don't think these are not that type of women. I don't think these are Love and Marriage Huntsville women. I don't think these are Royal women. These women are just sitting by themselves. These are not married to marriage women. I don't think they're going to be throwing drinks, trying to fight each other. I don't think these are those type of women. I don't. That's what I'm getting. I don't think these are that type of women. Let me know what y'all think. I don't think so. Right, Deborah. I wouldn't care what another woman thought about my man. I'm glad you don't think my man look attractive. That way I ain't got to worry about you trying to do nothing. Because there's a lot of women that will go after your friend or your friend husband, cousin husband, because sometimes women talk a lot about, how their husband probably put it down in the bedroom, what the husband is doing for their mother boyfriend, and they not getting that, so they gonna try to get what you got. So that's not good sometimes to talk about a lot of what your man is doing for you and things like that, because they gonna go after it. Some women, 304s, but not real women. You know what I'm saying? But I like this group of women so far. But like I said, we only on episode 2. So I'm glad we don't have so far no drinks thrown, food thrown, calling each other bees and stuff. So far, I'm glad we have not went there yet. So if we can keep it like that, and everybody's being transparent, I think we got a winner. I think we can go with this. I know there's another show on Peacock called The Huxtable. I'm going to watch that and see what that's about. Also, I want to touch a little bit on Divorce Sisters. Why do we only have 8 episodes? I don't like cliffhangers. I don't like the ending of Divorce Sisters. We don't know what's been said about this child who the blood didn't match, where Geneva had to go in there and give her child a blood transfusion where her husband couldn't go. We don't know what's going on with her friend and the other man. We don't know nothing what's going on with that. We don't know what's going on with the pastor and his assistant, and with Rashida, the pastor's wife. I need some answers here. We don't know if the other friend is going to jail. I don't like this. 8 episodes? No, we don't even know when it's coming back on. I don't like that. I keep going to see. Okay, we only get 8 episodes. Let me know in the chat. Are we only getting 8 episodes for Divorce Sister per episode, per season? Just 8 episodes. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Is that all we get? Also, Beyond the Gates. This week, we're going to find out that Smitty and Martin, 2 kids, are the lady that this is my personal opinion. The lady that Chloe been helping, her and Jacob been helping, trying to help her find her family, and they found her sister. Remember, they said she got 2 kids, a boy and a girl. The boy and the girl are Martin, them 2 kids. I thought it was Chloe at first. I thought it was, Haley at first. I thought it was Haley, was her daughter. But no, it's Smitty and Martin's 2 adopted kids. Those are that lady's kids that they can't find. Those are it. Let me know in the chat if you feel that way. Those are the kids. I think that Chloe should have told her dad that there was no baby. Haley was faking a pregnancy. But I think Chloe is going to tell Danny, her mama. So hopefully that will get taken off. That will, go the way it's supposed to go. Now, I don't know. Bill and Danny, I don't know. It's something going on. I don't know if she's trying to get back with him or what, but something is going on with that picture. Now, also with Beyond the Gate, she has put in a divorce to divorce Ted. To divorce Ted. So do y'all think Ted is going to get back with his crazy baby mama? And then also, Kat, after she done let this man take her virginity, now she don't like him. But he still likes Eva. And Eva likes him. They got more attraction now than him and Kat. So I think that, what is her name? Nicole is going to end up messing around with her, with that other doctor, that one that she was having lunch with. And now she's divorcing Ted. She just sent divorce papers with him. So, to him. And Ted, I don't know, he might get back with Dana. Who knows? But I don't think she wants Ted no more, because she can't get over about Eva, and he cheated on her. So I do think that Andre and the nurse is just flat out ugly to me. I don't know what he's seeing in that nurse, but she is not attractive whatsoever. I still think they're gonna get together. I do. But the problem is Andre is not going to be able to leave Danny alone. That's my thing right there. They're not going to be able to leave Danny alone. But we shall see what's beyond the gate. So we're going to see y'all. We're going to see. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. All right, guys. We've been on here for 2 hours and 17 minutes. We're going to have to get off of here. I need to get some sleep. All right, guys, make sure you guys are watching all the commercials on here. Make sure you're following me on my other platforms. Also, make sure if you didn't watch the video from yesterday, you guys go watch that as well, please, and thank you. Also, make sure if you didn't hit the like button when you came in, please hit it on your way out. And please leave me a comment if you want me to talk about anything else, any other shows you want me to review. And if you guys would like to, you can also support the channel. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Good night.